Yo, I'm Bob, totally blind since birth, into Lord of the Rings. I'm going to be taking a look at an action figure from the old ToyBiz toy line. So hopefully I'll be able to show the Prologue Elven Warrior without too much of a hassle. He's got some very tall accessories. We'll raise him and lower him first. So I love the Elven Warriors in the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring. I remember I was at a Walmart with my buddies Derek and George back in the day when I found this guy, and really liked getting to take a look at the weapons of these guys. So in his left hand, I have him armed with his very, very tall shield, which doesn't seem to want to cooperate right now. There it is. I think he holds it better in his right hand. His left hand, I think it's designed more for his bow, which we'll be taking a look at in a second. But yeah, this is his very, very, very tall elven shield. I think these guys made a shield wall at one point in the prologue battle against the orcs. And in his right hand here, he's armed with his spear, which is a very tall accessory as well. Probably about as tall as he is. Let me see if I can raise his right arm. So he's supposed to have, you know, spear flinging or shield raising action depending on whatever you have in his right hand. I went with the spear because it's one of my favorite accessories from Lord of the Rings. Massive spear. All right, got him armed with a bow and arrow now. Because he comes with a bow, and then he's got a quiver of 3 arrows. Making sure he's high enough. He is a taller figure. There we go, about that high, I would say. So there's his massive bow in his left hand. You might actually be able to stick the arrow in his left hand, but I mean, he's an older figure and he seems to want to hold that bow a little easier. Oh, his arrow's about to fall out of his right hand. Okay, there we go. Hope the arrow didn't break. No, it didn't. It just kind of went to the right on me here. So yeah, there's one of his arrows. Let me grab his quiver. He comes with a quiver of 3. Now you're supposed to, I think, fasten the quiver around, I would say maybe his chest to where it goes across his back, but I'm not really sure how to get the little buckle snapped after I go about getting it on his back. But I can show you the quiver. If I can get the arrow in the quiver, wanting to be a bit obdurate. Anyway, there's one arrow sticking out of the quiver. But yeah, here's his quiver of 3 arrows that he's got. It didn't come attached to him in the package. It came, I think it was like behind him or maybe to his side. I got the rectangular package, I remember, not the, I guess what fans call the half moon packaging. I got the guy when he was released the second time around. So he's got a removable helmet. I went ahead and took that off. And he also comes with this elven sword here that I stuck in his right hand. He holds it better in his right hand. They packed this guy with a ton of stuff. I mean, you get a spear, you get a shield, you get a bow, you get a quiver of 3 arrows, you get a removable helmet. This stuff back in the day, this is how you accessorize action figures, my friends. I mean, they just loaded him down with stuff. So if you wanted an army build back in, I think I got mine in 2005, but I want to say he came out during the Two Towers first time around, man, if you wanted an army build, you could if you wanted. So I like his sword. I guess this is more for close quarters combat. Guess if you wanted to, you could hit that button on his back, and he doesn't really tend to want to raise his arm that much, but he can a little bit. Waving that sword around.
Stop taking with pause space, pause window.
I find that he fits the shield better in his right hand. I just love how this thing looks. So his hands are kind of open, so I'm not really sure how well these weapons are going to come off on camera here. I'm trying to get him a little over to the left so you might be able to see that shield a little better if we start there and then we go up. So yeah, that's our Prologue Elven Warrior with a truckload of weapons. He's one of my favorites, I think. He's probably pretty high on my list when it comes to cool looking ToyBiz action figures. It'd be cool if we could get, you know, an updated version of him from Diamond Select or something with all of this stuff, which would be a lot. Anyway, that'll do for this review, and I will hear you guys next time.